in, not live, I'm sorry, but from Phoebus High School in Phoebus, Virginia. This is LSC bringing you Thursday afternoon the softball. If I can get through this one.
We are not live tonight.
No, but I like saying that
right.
anyway. I'm used to saying that, Mike. You know that. But it is Thursday. It is May the 10th. It is the year 2012. We are at Phoebus High School on Ireland Street bringing you the girls' softball game between the Phoebus Phantoms and the Hampton Crabbers. Mike?
I'll tell you what. One of these days we might get one of these right, you know?
Well, one of the umpires was coming over to me, Ross Phillips, who used to be involved with Little League, and he was coming over here to say something to us right when that came on. So that kind of caught me there. And folks, you hear the background noise. We're right next to the dugout. You're going to get a lot of that today.
Well, today's game actually is important for Hampton because even though they've only won a couple of games, they still have a chance of making it to the tournament. A win today solidifies that position. If they lose, they still might have to have a playoff, and we'll just have to wait and see how it works out. Phoebus, this will be their last game of the season, as they had a growing season, so to speak. This is Stephanie Warren leading it off for the Lady Crabbers here in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch was in there for a call strike. Oh, that one was in there for a call strike. 0-2 is the count.
Stephanie Warren, ex-student of mine when she was at Jones Middle School. She's now a senior here at Phoebus. Will be graduating this year. Seems like she was just in the classroom.
That was fouled back here and lands right in front of the fence, right where we're sitting.
Yep.
And it's going to be noisy today because we're sitting right next to the Crabber dugout.
And folks, real quickly, the home plate umpire today is Randy Billiter, and on the bases, Mr. Ross Phillips. These are the two umpires.
That was fouled back out of play over the visitors' dugout.
Ooh, we are really going to pick up a lot of noise today.
A lot of noise. Count still 0-2 to Miss Warren. First batter of the game here on a Thursday afternoon. Pitch is high. Looks like they're not going to be using the scoreboard today. 1 ball, 2 strikes, so we're going to have to keep a close eye on the count.
It's becoming real popular all over, Mike, as very few of the scoreboards have worked for us on the games we've done. So I wonder if maybe they got some bulbs out or something and they just haven't replaced them. It's always nice to have a scoreboard, but it's got to work.
Yeah. Well, it's a swing and a miss as Stephanie Warren goes down with a strikeout. First out of the inning. That's going to bring up Michelle Davis, the second baseman for the Lady Crabbers. Pitch was looking around, see if that helps a little bit.
Did that help you?
Yeah, it did.
All right, let me try it.
Here's a changeup, it's ball. 2-0 is the count. Michelle Davis, second baseman for the Lady Crabbers.
Well, that was more difficult than I thought. I had to switch my ears, too.
Oh, that had to be kind of painful. Changeup is high, 3-0. Back over behind right field. It looks like the boys' baseball game is getting ready to start between the Hampton Crabbers and the Phoebus Phantoms. Here, we're doing softball today. There's a pitch right down the middle, taken all the way. 3 balls, 1 strike. Get your ears right?
No, I don't have. I had to get my mouth right, too.
Oh.
Yeah, my head's all messed up. I had to just change everything around on it. There we go.
Pitch is a little low into the inside. Ball 4. Base on balls, the first Crabber to reach base safely. That's going to bring up Caitlin Belvin.
One, two, 1-2. All right. Now I'm there. That's Caitlin Belbin, and I love these pink helmets.
Squares around the bunt right back here. I could have stuck my hand out and probably caught that one if I'd wanted to.
Why didn't you?
Well, I didn't want to hurt myself.
Oh, okay. Don't let it hit me in the head.
0-1. Well, I don't think it's going to.
Oh, let's hope not. That's why you're beside me, big guy.
Going down to second base is the runner, and she was thrown out at the bag.
Michelle Davis attempting to steal second base on that pitch, and she's thrown out by a good two steps
Brandy Bateman,
there,
yeah,
right?
nice throw by the catcher, Brandy Bateman. And that makes us with 2 outs now. Again, Caitlin Belvin,
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Caitlin Belvin pitches in the dirt ball. 2 balls and a strike now with 2 down.
I wonder, that's a familiar name to me, Belbin, B-E-L-B-I-N. Went to school with a Donald Belbin, who was a great basketball player and good softball player later on in life. From Fox Hill, went to Kickingham High School. Very, very athletic young man. I wonder if it's any relation. Probably not, but
2-2 now is the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3, as Belvin goes down for the 3rd out of the inning. So for the Crabbers in the 1st inning, after a walk, throw out at second base, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left.
nice pitch there by Taylor Seals on that last one. Kind of tied up Caitlin Belbin on the inside, jammed her a little bit.
Here's a replay of the Michelle Davis getting thrown out at second. Well, I thought we were going to get a replay.
Oh, I didn't catch that. All right, here we go with the replay.
There it is.
There goes Michelle Davis down to second base. As you can see by a good 2 steps right there, she is thrown out at second base. Again, a good throw by the catcher, Brandy Bateman, for Phoebus to throw the runner out at second. That'll end any threat that Hampton had in that top half of the inning. And here's the lineup for the Phoebus Phantoms as they come up. Leading off, number 12, Taylor Seals, the pitcher, followed by number 13, Jessica Cordner at shortstop. Then it'll be number 6, Jasmine Lewis, the center fielder, followed by number 19, Brandy Bateman, the catcher. Then it's number 11, Shaquilla Jones at third base. Number 1, Taylor Hubbard at first. Number 9, Amber Land in right field. Number 4, Renee Williams in left field. And finally, number 8, Ashley Brown, the second baseman. I've always wondered about that. When you're playing women's softball, is it a second baseman?
Or second base woman.
And the umpire cleans off the plate as we prepare for the Phantoms to come up here in the bottom half of the inning.
Taylor Seals, the leading off batter for the Phoebus Phantoms. That's number 12. She is actually the pitcher. So they lead it off with the pitcher here. Ground ball in the hole. And Seals gets the first base hit of the game. Jessica Cordner will be coming up now.
Cordner. C-O-R, like the
C-O-R.
C-O-R-D-N-E-R. Taylor was sitting on that pitch. She just ripped that one right up the middle. Nice solid hit for the young pitcher who's a sophomore, Taylor Seals.
Squares around a bunt, fouls it back off here, and didn't quite get to it, the catcher for the Crabbers. 0-1 is the count.
Belbin with some good hustle there. I thought she had a shot at that for a minute, Mike. She really came out of the catcher's box on that one. There we see a good shot of the batter and the pitcher.
Ball's in the dirt.
Taylor Seals off on that one, gets down to second base on the wild pitch. So now Phoebus will have a runner in scoring position.
1-1 is the count. I'll tell you what, good thing that the batter's not a right-handed batter or a left-handed batter, because they held it off the catcher with a clobber when she came out of there. That was fouled back here out of play. One ball, 2 strikes is the count. Still nobody out with a runner down at second.
Holly Smith, the pitcher on the mound for the Crabbers, just a freshman, Mike.
Pitches in the dirt and gets away from the catcher, and a runner advances over to third on the play.
Did you notice the stop that Belbin made on that, Mike? Did you see how she made the stop? The ball was in the dirt, down low. She pops her legs together, pops her knees together and her feet together, and stops it with her legs. She hopped up, stopped it with her legs, bounced it off, and boom. It's kind of unique.
Pitches inside for a ball. Three balls, two strikes. Runner at third with nobody out. Oh, there's a pop-up in the infield. Second baseman there to make the play for out number one.
Nice play by Michelle Davis as she comes in, takes control of that pop-up on the infield for that first out.
Jasmine Lewis, the batter now, number 6. She is the center fielder with one out. Here's a replay of that last out.
Pitch is a little inside, and Cordner goes down to get it, gets way underneath it, just pops it straight up right behind the mound.
So let's see what Jasmine Lewis can do. There's a shot into left field. She makes the play, and she was right there ready for it for out number 2.
Now Lewis just lined that one right to Stephanie Warren, who took one step to catch the ball. I mean, that was right to her.
So we got 2 down now in the first, bottom of the first. Brandy Bateman now the batter. Feel the wind blow. Good thing the temperature is warm.
See, she did it again. I like this kid. This kid is something.
Yeah, but she's dangerous with that helmet. I mean, wow.
Well,
one ball, no strikes.
Somebody's taught her to protect that ball and keep it in front of me, and she's putting everything in front of her. Look at that.
Hey, you know she ain't gonna give you nothing to hit.
That's amazing.
2-0. I always thought you were supposed to use the glove to catch it, though. 2-0 is the count. 2 down. Oh, she had a cut at that one, too.
She did that, and that ball was right there.
2 balls and a strike. Brandy Bateman up the bat. Catcher for the...
Brandy Bateman is another freshman, Mike, playing for Phoebus. They've got quite a few. Getting windier and windier and windier, ball, and it's blowing. I guess right now it's blowing from our back.
3 balls and a strike. Pitch is up high. So second base on ball.
Yep, we would call that 4 balls and a strike now, as Andy would say.
Runners at first and third, 2 down. Brings up the left-handed batter, Shaquille Jones. She is the third baseman for the Phantoms. Will pop up to second base, and nice play. Back behind the bag for the final out of the inning. The Phoebus Phantoms come up empty in the bottom of the first inning. No runs on a hit. There was 2 left on, and there was no errors.
Watch this great catch by Michelle Davis at second base. She just puts that glove up and starts motoring. Makes a nice one-handed stab behind second base for the out. Boy, nice play for the Hampton High School Crabbers. That ball drops in, and they're scoring a run. Here's another one of an earlier line out. This one going right to left fielder Stephanie Warren, who takes one step and says, "I'll take it, thank you very much," and then gets the ball back in. So Hampton playing some stellar defense here. And speaking of Hampton, we are going to show you their lineup now. Here it is. Leading off was number 13, Stephanie Warren, the left fielder. She was followed by number 1, Michelle Davis, the second baseman that just made that nice play. Batting third, number 17, Caitlin Belbin, the catcher. In the cleanup spot was number 16, Holly Smith, the pitcher. Batting in the 5th hole, we have the number 2, Olivia Malmgren, the left fielder, followed by number 14, Crystal Serrano in right field. Number 8, Dominique Munn at first base. Number 7, Serena Speller at third base. And finally, number 12, Asana Nichols in center field. That's the lineup for the Hampton Lady Crabbers.
Holly Smith will lead it off for the Crabbers here. Number 16, she is the pitcher for the Crabbers.
And as I said, Mike, she is just a freshman pitcher and batting in the cleanup spot. Obviously a very talented, athletic young lady. So as the wind blows and the crowd roars, Mike will bring you the action.
There's a line drive down to third base line, and it's about a foot foul.
It was hit sharply, too, right down that line. Home plate umpire right out on it, though, calls it foul immediately.
At least he did it when he saw it go by the bag, right?
Well, yes, that's pretty immediately as hard as she hit it.
0-1 pitch. The ground ball to the shortstop. Whoa, just got her. Nice play by the shortstop. And let's take a little look on that one. Let's see how close this ended up being.
Ground ball goes to Jessica Cordner.
Because Holly Smith
fires
was motoring.
Across, and she was called out. That's all I said. She was called out.
Yeah, we might want to take another look at that. That was excellent camera work, too.
I don't think we need to take another look at that at all. Right?
Wait a minute.
No.
One down. Olivia Malgren is the batter. She's the shortstop for the Crabbers.
And she is a freshman?
Yes. No, it's 2-0. 2-0 is the count. The umpire just gave it to us. That one's fouled off. Now it's 2-1. One down. Yeah, we could do that.
I already did that.
Yeah, I know.
You want me to do it again?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Bill will turn Phillips.
Line drive up the middle, base hit. As Malgren will get the first Crabber base hit of the game.
She stung that one.
Yep. Right between the second baseman and the bag.
Yeah,
here's
this
a
ball
replay.
was hit hard. Look at this. She had a good swing on that ball.
Crystal Serrano now the batter.
You know, every time I hear Serrano, I think of that movie, Major League.
Call strike.
And the character
Serrano. Yep, Serrano. He's the one that used to have the little statues in his.
Carried his bat out there.
There's a line drive right to the shortstop. Makes the play at second base for the second out of the inning. Serrano will be safe at first, so with 2 down. That's going to bring up Dominique Munn.
Watch this line drive is hit directly to the shortstop, kind of smacks into her glove, drops it, but she has the presence of mind to pick it up and hand it to the second baseman for the force.
Here, you're standing on the bag. Let me give it to you. Here's a pitch right in there for a call strike.
So Serrano reached on the fielder's choice now with 2 outs. She's on first base. Dominique Munn, the senior, first baseman for the Hampton Lady Crabbers at the plate.
Pitch is a little bit inside. That's good view from the center field camera right there. You get to see the pitcher throwing the ball and how close it is to the strike.
That's it. It's actually coming from right center field rather than center field. But I think if we put it in center field, the batters would have a little bit of a problem.
Scotty said that for a reason, though. There's a little blooper that's going to drop right in front of the center fielder for a base hit. That's the second base hit of the game for the Crabbers. Puts your runners at first and second.
That's just a smack into center field. A little bloop goes right in there.
And I'll bring up the number 8 hitter in the lineup, Serena Speller. Plays left field for the Crabbers. Pitches down low. Uh-oh. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh, it got by the left field, too. The Crabbers are going to score 2 runs out of this.
Well, Well, there's a two-base throwing error. The ball was in the dirt. The catcher for Phoebus, and the catcher is Brandy Bateman, tried to gather the ball. By the time she got it, the runners had gone to move up. She threw the ball to third. We can watch part of the replay. Ball goes into the dirt. She scrambles for it, loses it, picks it up. The runners are on the move. When she throws it down to third, it's a low throw, and it gets by the third baseman, rolls into foul territory, and halfway out to left field, the young lady Dominique Munn, who was on first base at the time, came all the way around to score. She was flying, Mike.
You got it, babe!
Here's a call, strike 2-1. Yeah, so the Crabbers jump out in front 2-0 on a. Actually, kind of like two errors on that play. One that the catcher threw, and the other one where it went through the left fielder's glove and out further, and it allowed the second run to score.
Right.
So I think we can also give two errors on that play.
Right.
There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. For the third out of the inning. But the Crabbers were able to strike first here as they scored 2 runs. They actually had 2 hits in the inning, but the 2 errors in that last play allowed the Crabbers to score both of their runs. So after an inning and a half, it's the Hampton Crabbers 2 and the Phoebus Phantoms nothing.
All right, let's take a look at this replay again, and we'll see what happens. Here's the runner on second. You can see him edging off. The ball goes in the dirt. She goes to third. Here's the throw, and you can see it skips right by the third baseman and the backup. And then she heads for home very easily. But the amazing thing is that Dominique Munn, trailing her, comes all the way in from first base, Mike. That was just amazing. Good heads-up play on the part of Dominique Munn. So 2-0 here at Phoebus High School. This is May the 10th. It's Thursday, the year 2012. We're bringing you the game between the visiting Hampton Lady Crabbers and the homestanding Phoebus Lady Phantoms. This is LSC, your local sports channel. You can watch us on Cox Channel 48 and Verizon Fios Channel 23, bringing you sports 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 360, whatever we have, 5 days in the year. Too many days in the year,
so
I
here
can tell you that.
Get set to go down the bottom of the second inning. Taylor Hubbard will be leading it off for the Lady Phantoms. This is her first at-bat here in the game. It always amazes me how you come to a softball game, a girls' softball game, and it's just wide open with the noise. There's a base hit up the middle. So Hubbard singles to center field. Amber Land now will be up.
Watch her. She go down. She gets this one right down on the low end of the plate. Just takes it right into center field. She stayed right on it. Her head was on the ball. Nice hit.
I'm amazed at what kind of shape this field is in considering how much rain we had yesterday. There's a line fly from shortstop over to second to make the play to force out Hubbard at second for the first out. So Land will hit into a fielder's choice and will get to first base safely. That was a nice, clean play by the shortstop.
Yes, it was. Good defense. Made sure of the out at second base. Always get the lead runner if you can.
Renee Williams is up now. She pops up to center field. And center fielder makes the play about 10 feet behind the second base. That's out number 2. That's going to bring up Ashley Brown. She is the second baseman for the Phoebus Phantoms, and it is still 2-0 as the Phantoms have a runner at first base.
And that was Asana Nichols in center field that made that last out, coming in on to make the play. That always amazes me how they have to watch these runners, and they've got to stay on the base till the pitch crosses the plate. It's unlike baseball. They can't take off whenever they want to. They can't get the lead. They have to stay on the bag, and then they have to wait till the ball is over the plate before they can go. So it's a timing type thing, and they're looking for certain things. That kind of surprises me she didn't advance on that one.
Yeah. Swing and a miss. I believe it's 2-1. Let's wait and see what the umpire. Now that noise you heard was the helmet hitting the ground. There's another swing and a miss. There she goes down to second base. This time in there safely.
Now this time she went. I wonder what the difference was.
The coach probably said, "Are you going to go?"
Yeah.
2-2 now is the count.
2-2-2, the ballet count. 2-2.
And the pitch is up high. So that'll fill up the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and two out. And the pitch is right down the middle, fouled back here.
I was going to get that one for you.
What, the ball or the helmet?
The ball. You worry about the helmet, I'll worry about the ball.
I am worried about the helmet.
That helmet does come off, doesn't it?
Yeah, she does. She lets rip with it. That's unusual. There's a ground ball to the right on left side.
Oh, nice
Third
play.
baseman makes the play on the runner trying to advance to third for the out. So Brown hits into a fielder's choice as the Phoebus Phantoms come up empty in the bottom of the second inning. They no runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. So after 2 complete, the Hampton Crabbers are out in front of the Phoebus Phantoms by a score of 2-0.
And we're playing this game on Thursday, May the 10th, 2012. And you, lucky ladies and gentlemen, are watching it on LSC, Cox Channel 48, and Verizon 23. As we watch the replay, here's the lady on second base. The ball's hit right to the third baseman. Now, you don't run to third when the ball is hit in front of you. That's one of the problems that the runner had right there. Made it for an easy out by the third baseman.
Well, she ran right into the plate.
Yeah. Folks, if you want to see this game again, you can certainly do so, and you can watch it Monday, May the 14th, which is Mother's Day. So if you're watching it today, turn around and say hello and thank you to your mom. It is Mother's Day on Monday, the May 14th. You can see it at 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. You can also watch it Tuesday, May 15th at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., Thursday, May 17th at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., and on Friday, May the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. What are we doing putting a 30 in there?
Oh, I don't know. Hi there.
Oh, thank you. Oh, man. The AD at Phoebus is a wonderful young lady, isn't she?
Brought us some water.
Tell you what. She used to coach the softball team here for Phoebus. Yana Brown.
Leading off for the Crabbers in the top of the third inning, Asana Nichols.
Dasana?
Asana.
Asana.
A-S-A-N-A.
Go! You got it, Sana!
There's this call strike.
Asana, the center fielder, is a senior for the Lady Crabbers.
1-1 is the count.
They have, trying to figure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seniors on the team.
Ball hits her in the foot. So she will reach first base with a hit batter.
Hit batsman.
That's going to bring up top of the lineup Stephanie Warren. She'll lead it off. Struck out back in the first inning for the first out. So with the Crabbers with a runner at first, let's see what the Crabbers can muster up here. Already out in front 2-0. There's a pitch right down the middle for a strike.
And that was a swing. I tell you what, Stephanie unloaded on that one. She's up there now trying to hold back just a little bit and get on it. As I mentioned earlier, I had the privilege of teaching this young lady, and she is a fine young student, I can tell you that. She's a great kid.
Gets a little bit of a piece of that one. fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
Still windy, still nice and sunny though, nice blue sky. A lot different than yesterday, I can tell you that.
Are you guys psycho?
Ground ball to the second baseman. Makes the play on the runner running by her. So a fielder's choice by Warren, but she's safe at first.
Watch this replay. The ground ball's hit almost directly to the second baseman, who kind of slides a little bit, makes the play. Gets the runner and then tries for first, but by that time Warren's safe.
Michelle Davis now with a runner at first and 1 out. Squares around the bunt, pulls it back. Going down to second base is Stephanie Warren as she steals the bag.
She better put it back. They're going to need it for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Michelle Davis had a walk back in the first inning. She was thrown out trying to steal at second. That was fouled back here right off the catcher's shin guard.
The way she swung at that last pitch, Mike, looked like she was trying to actually hit that one into the ground. It's kind of a swinging bunt type thing. I tell you, she'd have been safe at first if she'd have been successful too. See how she's kind of hitting it down in the dirt? She must have good speed.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Next one, let's go.
I'm not even going to say anything.
What can you say, you know?
I'm not going to say a thing.
That one's in the dirt. Ball coming down to third base is the runner. She goes in there, and she didn't slide, but she's safe. That was a stand-up steal, right?
Daring move there as Stephanie Warren sneaks into third base.
There's a swing and a miss, as Davis will go down swinging for the second out of the inning. Caitlin Belbin now the batter.
Caitlin, the senior catcher for the Lady Crabbers.
She struck out back in the first inning to end the inning. Pitch is a little bit high.
She noticed the helmet, Mike.
It's staying on her head?
It's pink.
Oh, it's pink?
I like that. Pink
you
with the
mean the
dark
batters.
shade. It's a two-tone, yeah. It's a
you're
dark,
talking
dark
about
shade
Caitlin.
in the back.
Ooh, nice cut at the ball.
Yeah.
Missed, though. 1-1.
That's the pitch I think she wanted right there. That was a good swing. Bottom of the screen there, you saw Judy Lucas, the coach for the Hampton Crabbers.
Line drive right to the first baseman for the third out of the inning. She was situated in the right spot waiting for that one to come to her.
Yeah, it's a game of inches, 6 inches one way or the other, and that ball goes into right field for a base hit and a run scores. As it was the third out of the top of the third inning.
So for the Crabbers in the third inning, here's a replay of the last out. Watch his shot.
Boom, she waits on it inside out and right to the first baseman.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and there was nobody left. And the third inning for the Crabbers. So after 2.5, Hampton still leads 2-0 here at Phoebus.
We have a nice crew with us today, Mike. Same one we always have, which is a really nice crew. We had some good cameras. Let me see who's out on the cameras today. Who do we have on the cameras? We got Susan Bowers. Is Susan out there?
Well,
There's
Susan's up on
roll
top
call.
of the truck.
Roll call. There's Susan. Who do we have? Steve Fryer.
Yeah, Steve's out there.
Is that out you and?
Steve's out
center
there in
field?
center field.
And then we've got the UM at third base. UM. That stands for unmanned. And in our truck we have Andy Foley and Krista Campbell, who is teaching Andy all the baseball logo. Renee Camden, the control operator. Don Strauss is our chief engineer, along with Greg Lesko as an engineer. And the producer-director, Scotty Bowers, running the whole show in the truck.
So Taylor Seals will lead it off here for the Phoebus Phantoms in the bottom of the third inning. She had a base hit back in the first inning and was stranded at third base after stealing the bag.
Taylor Seals, another graduate from Jones Magnet Middle School from the famous Seals family.
Ground ball to the second baseman. And the play to make the out for the first out of the inning.
4-3.
4-3 as you look at the, if you write it down in the book.
Or on a sheet of paper.
Out number 1 or a sheet of paper. This is going to bring up Jessica Cordner.
Here's Taylor's hit the second base right there, and you can see it was just an easy ground out.
Here's a ground ball to the shortstop. Picks up a nice ground ball. Takes the throw over to first base. And Cordner outruns it for an infield hit. Nice infield hit as Cordner outran the throw.
And that's basically what she did, because that ball was more or less hit right to the shortstop. The throw just didn't get there in time. Got
out of that box really fast. Jasmine Lewis now the batter. And there's a ground ball to the shortstop, who unfortunately drops the ball. Cordner goes into second base safely. And that was an E6. Brandy Bateman now with a 1 out, and runners at first and second as the Lady Phantoms are threatening to score here in the bottom of the third inning, trailing 2-0. And boy, does it cool off when the sun goes behind a cloud.
It really does. I was looking to see if the clouds were building up for rain or just deciding to cover up.
Hey, front of the box.
They're right overhead too. It's where they're covering up. Look at that.
1 ball, no strikes. As Bateman had a base on ball back in the first inning. There's a pop up to left field. In to make the play and the out.
That's a rainmaker right there, folks. That was way up there. And Stephanie Warren, the left fielder for Hampton, coming in to settle under that one for the out.
Shaquilla Jones now the batter. She flew out to, or popped out to the second baseman in the first. There's a little half swing, but it'll stop halfway between the pitcher and the catcher, and that'll go as a base hit, unfortunately, or fortunately for the Phantoms. Jones will make it to first base safely.
Did you see the spin on that ball? Oh my gosh.
With the bases loaded and 2 out now, Taylor Hubbard is the batter.
That ball actually hit. That ball actually hit to the right side of the plate, Mike, halfway to the pitcher's mound, and then started spinning and came back to the left side. That was a weird hit. Now, Taylor didn't mince anything last time. She came right up and smacked the base hit to center field.
This time she grounds the ball straight back to the pitcher. Ooh.
That one goes to the pitcher.
That is the third out. That goes as 1-2-2 for the out.
1-2-2?
1-2.
1-2.
I'll tell you what, I'm not so sure she was on the bag, on the plate. Did you happen to notice that?
I was watching.
Let's watch some of the replays from the last inning. This is, let's see if she's safer out here.
Here's the ground ball. Here comes the play. She is. They called her safe. She was safe.
It was close. One that could have gone either way. So for the Phantoms in the bottom of the third inning, they come up shy with the leave the bases loaded, no runs. They had 1 hit. Well, there was one Hampton Crabber error.
All right, here's the hit that loaded up the bases, folks, in the last inning for the Phoebus Lady Phantoms. Look at this ball spin. Now watch. Look at it. Look at it rolling back there. I mean, talk about backspin on that one. That was something. Yes, it could.
Well, it could have, but I don't think it had enough spin to get over.
It could have, but yeah, no, it wouldn't. Then we were asked if that ball could have rolled foul, and the answer was yes, it could have, but it just didn't have enough momentum on it. Who is teaching him these words?
I don't know.
Somebody.
Yeah, foul. Okay. Holly Smith will lead it off here at the top of the fourth inning for the Lady Crabbers as they still lead this game 2-0.
He's getting dangerous.
I'll say. Holly grounded out to the shortstop back in the second inning, first out of the inning for the Crabbers in the second. So she's 0 for 1.
Taylor Seals on the mound for Phoebus, still pitching a good game.
There's
Only
a
allowed
fly
2
ball
hits.
to short center field. Ball falls in for a base hit, so Holly Smith gets a hit.
As soon as I say somebody's pitching a good game, only allowed 2 hits, what happens? Next time I won't say anything.
Olivia Malgren is the batter.
I want a pinch runner. I just want to sever in.
And that's Coach Lucas out there. She's looking for a pinch runner.
All right, let's go, girls. Come on now. Wipe your feet.
And I'm not sure who went in for. It looks like it might have been number 3. That might be Tamara Williams out there.
I believe you're right. Number 3. Tamara Williams pinch running for Holly Smith.
Oh, Smith will come back because she's a pitcher.
Watch this ball right out in center field, drops right between the center fielder and the shortstop for a clean base hit.
So with a runner at first now, that Olivia Malgren is the batter.
Let's go, Sue.
These clouds are really coming up now, Mike.
Pitches inside for a ball. 1-0.
Malmgren, again, just a freshman, following Holly Smith, who herself is a freshman.
Then therefore call strike. 1-1 is the count. Runner at first. 2-0 Hampton out in front of Phoebus here in the top of the 4th inning.
We couldn't see it, Mike, but on that pitch, as they called it a strike, Taylor Seals broke into a big grin.
There's a ground ball to the third baseman. A nice scoop up and a throw to second for the out and the force.
Good heads-up play by the third baseman for Phoebus, and that's Shaquela Jones who made that good play. And watch the slide breaking up the double play there as the pinch runner goes into second base and is forced out.
Crystal Serrano now the batter. Hit it to a fielder's choice and scored. There's a throw down to first base, and on her way to second on the play is Olivia Malgren. So the catcher tries to throw in behind her, and she takes off running. Makes it safely to second base. Gets a stolen base out of that. Got a good lead off the pitch and then just kept on going. There's a ground ball down the third baseline, foul.
Hampton Crabbers, Lady Crabbers, trying to add to their 2-0 lead here. Malmgren on second.
Ground ball down the first baseline. And she is thrown out by the pitcher. Advancing over to third, though, is Malgren. Out number 2. Dominique Munn now will try to get the run in for the Crabbers. She had a base hit back in the second and scored all the way from first on a 2-error play. That one's fouled back. That was the unusual play where the third baseman or the catcher tried to throw out the runner going to second. Ended up going into, or it's that third base, ends up going into left field and through the left fielder's glove. Ooh, that was close. Just a little bit outside.
Just a little bit outside. You see a good picture of the runner at third. Now back to the batter. Seals on the mound.
Ground ball to the shortstop. Runners coming in to score. And the throw out for the third out of the inning. So no runs on the inning for the Crabbers. Had one base hit and there was one left on. So after 3.5, it's still the Crabbers 2 and the Phantoms nothing.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is LSC. We're coming to you from Phoebus High School in Hampton, Virginia, bringing you the girls' softball game between the Hampton Lady Crabbers and the Phoebus Lady Phantoms. Let's look back here at some of the plays during that last inning and see how things went. Watch this. She just kind of, this is stolen base here. She just kind of goes off, and then when they try to throw behind her, which I don't know why you throw behind her. You want to keep her on first base. They threw behind her, and she just took off right to second, which was obviously the smart and right thing to do. All right, we're back to live action here.
As we get ready to go into the bottom of the fourth inning, the Lady Crabbers lead this one 2-0. Amber Land will lead it off for the Lady Phantoms.
There you see the home plate umpire, Randy Billiter. And there out on the pitcher's mound, you see the Ross Phillips, the field umpire. Kind of fixing the mound. I don't know why I call it a mound, but it's a circle more than anything, I guess.
Foul ball out of play. Watch out over there.
Mike, I've just been told as we watch this on our screen here, the guys in the truck were saying they were checking the field out earlier this morning, and there were puddles as big as the area around home plate and third base of water. And look at it now. It's in great shape. So whoever it was at Phoebus here that worked on this, and 9 times out of 10, you and I know, it's the coaches that will come out here and work on this thing and get all the water off of it. And they've just done a super job, because you can see there's some low areas here, and there's no water there.
Ground ball to second base. Throw over to first in time for the out. So with an out here in the first inning, Renee Williams will be the batter coming up.
Watch this swing. She kind of tomahawks this thing right past the pitcher, but the second baseman is there for the easy play at first base.
Renee Williams flew out to center field back in the second inning. Grounds the ball through the hole between first and second base and makes it safely. So Williams is on board with a single.
Tell you, Mike, Crystal Serrano, the right fielder for Hampton, she was looking to throw that ball to first base.
Yes,
she had her eyes up there, and you can see it as she comes in. She kind of peeks at first base. It's the only reason she kind of dropped that ball there for a second.
Ashley Brown now the batter. Second baseman for the Lady Phantoms. Headed into a fielder's choice back in second. That was fouled off. Straight back.
Williams was off on that one. Phantoms looking to get themselves running this game. They've been shut out so far.
Swing and a miss. One ball, 2 strikes to count to Ashley Brown. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's a foul ball back out of play.
That was your car. Too late to look now. It already hit it.
You know which one's mine?
Yeah, the one you were driving.
Whoa, got me.
You liked that, didn't you?
Hey, you was hiding for that one, man. Good thing there's a monitor here, or better yet, a fence.
Well, yeah. Fence helped a lot on that one. If that had been through the fence, it'd have hit me right in the head.
1 ball, 2 strikes, still the count. 1 out. Fouled that one back, too.
Yeah, but that went over there. That other one came right here.
Battle number 8. Battle hard up there, 8.
Holly Smith, number 16, the pitcher on the mound there in the screen.
Ground ball to the third baseman. Throw over to first. In time for the out.
Interesting.
Ask for help, James.
But advancing to second on the play is Renee Williams.
Hey, ask the other umpire. James, ask him for help.
Yeah, let's see. We'll have us a timeout here while they...
Let's watch this play here, folks. This is a ground ball to third base. She picks it up and throws it over. Got her.
It looks to me like her foot was still on the bag.
It's hard to tell from that angle whether it was.
Well,
from that angle,
she's called out. She had her foot on the bag.
That's correct. Yeah. If she was safe, she wouldn't have had her foot on the bag, right?
So 2 outs now. That's right. That's going to bring up the leadoff batter, Taylor Seals.
Got front foot in there.
Had a base hit in the first and grounded out to the second baseman in the third. 2 down with a runner at second. The runner at second is Renee Williams.
You remember the name Eddie Vaness?
Yes, indeed.
This is one of his relatives right here at the plate.
There's a base hit up the middle. Gets by the center fielder. And on her way over to second base is Taylor Seals, and scoring the Phantoms' first run is Renee Williams. That's a single with an error.
Watch this. Taylor just smacks that one right through the hole, goes into center field. The center fielder tries to backstab it, and it gets by her.
And because of that, the runner scores.
And Seals goes into second base.
Jessica Cordner now the batter. Pitches in the dirt.
And on that pitch, Seals will move over to third base as he gets away from the catcher. Phoebus with a chance to tie this game up. Taylor Seals sitting at third base. Holly Smith, the pitcher for the Crabbers, on the mound, trying to keep Seals from coming in to tie the game up. Ooh, Belbin lost that pitch completely. Nice coverage by Holly Smith, who comes in to cover home plate. Hey, this young Belbin kid hopping all over the place here, Mike.
Compact swing there, Jessica. Get behind that ball.
3-0 is the count. Pitches in the dirt, ball 4, so Cordner will get a base on balls.
I'm going to make a wild guess.
She's going to go to third. She'll be on her way to second. Jasmine Lewis now coming up to bat. She made it safely back into third inning with an error. Flew out to the left fielder in the first, 0 for 2 today. Runners at first and second with 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
There goes Cordner to second. They're just going to let her go. Smart thing to do. Chance any throw down to second base, and 9 times out of 10, Seals is going to try and come home.
Yep. So a nice base hit to the outfield. Might score 2 here for the Phantoms with Lewis at the plate. There's a ground ball to his third baseman. Throw over to first in time for the 3rd out of the inning.
Don't go nowhere, don't go nowhere.
Nice throw by the Hampton High School third baseman, Serena Speller, to get that last out.
Let coach do it. Let coach do it. Let coach do it.
They're gonna hold to the out. So
here's that last play. She picks it up, throws it over. Ooh, that's awful close. That is awful close. Speller's throw is there, but that's an awful close play. The call was out, so that's where she stands or sits with the third out. Mike, in that inning, what do we got?
We got no runs, 2 hits. I'm sorry, we got 1 run. I'm sorry. 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 Crabber error, and there was 2 left on. So after 4 complete, the score is 2-1 as the Hampton Crabbers still lead in the game.
Close game here today at Phoebus High School, ladies and gentlemen. A game you're watching on LSC, Cox Channel 48. And
feel that wind.
yes, I'm trying to grab my papers here. And Fios Channel 23, Verizon Fios. Once again, if you want to see this game one more time, tune in on Monday, May 14th at 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., Tuesday, May 15th at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., Thursday, May 17th, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., and Friday, May 18th at 8:30 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. And by the way, for some of you down the road, those dates I'm giving you are in the year 2012. If you're watching us down the road in 2022, I'm not sure what time the dates would, or the times would be, but stay tuned to LSC and you'll see sports 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, 365 days.
Well, Kayla Smith is coming in now to pinch hit for Serena Speller. That's number 10 for the Crabbers.
Okay, that's number 10.
Kaylyn. Kayla. Kayla
Smith. Okay.
She will be pinch hitting here in the 7th inning for Serena Speller.
Kayla Smith coming in the 5th inning. Got that in the book.
Here we go.
Coach Lucas making a move here. Trying to pick up some more runs.
Good cut at the ball right there. Turned her head a little bit, though. She needs to be able to keep her head straight with the ball. 0-1 is the count. That looked a little high, but she got the strike.
Well, actually, that ball, believe it or not, you hate to say it rose, but it was a riser. And I guess where it crossed the plate, it was a little bit lower than where it was when it ended up.
0-2 is the count.
Oh, right there.
And she jumped out of the way thinking it's going to hit her, and it's right down the corner there. Call 3rd strike. So Smith goes down with a strikeout.
Number, can't see the number on this.
12.
No, I think we got to do better. It's number 5.
5, okay. And she grounds to the 3rd baseman. Over to the 1st.
And who was
number 5 is Tanisha Thompson.
Tanisha Thompson. Well, Tanisha Thompson was one that just grounded to 3rd base for the 2nd out of the inning. And we've got number 6 coming up here, Mike.
Talia Robinson.
Number 6. Talia, T-A-L-A-J-I-A. Talia.
Robinson.
Talia.
Bring your girls in. Let's go. Are you guys in?
Or Talasia. Is it Talasia? Talasia.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning.
Be ready on that 3rd strike. You got that 1st base, Taylor.
There's a ground ball by the pitcher. 2nd baseman pulls up. And over to 1st base, and the 1st baseman dropped the ball. E3 on the play. He's getting pretty good.
He really is.
She must be doing a good job.
She is.
Yeah. So Robinson reaches safely at 1st base with the error.
Watch this play. Talasia Robinson with the ground ball just past the pitcher. Picked up smoothly by the second baseman and makes a good throw. That one she just closed the glove a little too soon at first base.
Michelle Davis now the batter, number 1. She is the second baseman. Had a base on ball in the first, struck out in the third. 2 down now here in the top of the 5th. Pitch is up high.
So Coach Judy Lucas here in the 5th inning making some moves to try and shake things up for her Lady Crabbers. Sends up 3 new batters, gets one of them on base, now has Michelle Davis at the plate.
One and 1 is the count.
And there's Coach Lucas right there at third base with her back to us.
Ground ball foul to the third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count.
I've known Coach Lucas for about 21, 22 years. She and I graduated from Christopher Newport College. Not university yet.
There's a grounder back to the pitcher and makes the play for out number 3. So the Crabbers leave a runner at first base and no runs, no hits. 1 error by the Phantoms. And 1 left on. Here's a replay.
Nice pitch and a nice swing, but it just goes right back as a slow roller to Seals at the pitcher's circle. And she makes the easy toss over to first base.
After 4.5, the Crabbers still lead 2-1.
And we're still here at Phoebus High School. The clouds covering up a little bit, making it a little cooler as this wind has been blowing fairly steadily all day long. On a great field, though, I mean, you want the wind blowing today. We've had good sunshine all day long. If the wind's been like this, it's one of the reasons the field has dried out quite a bit. But, of course, the work of the Phoebus coaching staff today has put this field in great condition to play baseball or softball or anything else you want to play on this field today, really.
Yeah, we had a lot of rain yesterday.
Down.
Left a check on that boys game score over there after we leave, Mike. See how that's going over there. The Hampton High Crabbers are playing the Phoebus Phantoms in baseball. Big game.
After watching the game
Crabbers
between Phoebus and Bethel a couple of weeks back, Phoebus is much improved.
Very much improved.
All right, leading off the bottom of the 5th inning, Brandy Bateman. There's a ground ball to the shortstop on the first pitch. Pick up the throw over to first base, and not in time as the first baseman drops the ball. So Bateman will make it to first base with an error.
Give it to the first baseman or shortstop?
Huh? Should be E6.
Is this Shakayla?
I'm looking for the number. Yep. And Randy Bateman steals second base on the play, and she's down at second safely. Shaquilla Jones, third baseman for the Lady Phantoms.
Shaqualla's had a busy day there at third base, but when you're playing softball, folks, that is a hot corner. Feldman's coming out of that box rushing, isn't she? She's not taking any chances.
0-2 is the count. That one gets by her this time. Down to third base is Bateman. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Jones.
Well, very quickly, the Lady Phantoms have put their leadoff batter at third base in a game that they're behind by 1 run.
Ground ball to first base. The play will be at the bag. Coming in to score and tie the game, though, is Brandy Bateman. So we're all tied up here.
You couldn't have asked for a better placement of the ball here, Mike. You got a left-handed batter up and a runner at third. You're just trying to get the ball to the right side of the infield, and she just taps it right down the first base line for the sure run.
Now this is Taylor Hubbard up the plate.
Hubbard, the junior, 1 for 2 today with a single to center field in the first inning.
Swing and a miss. One out.
One out in a tie ball game. We could get, what does Andy call it, bonus innings?
Bonus. He's already said it. Pitch is low inside. 2-1.
That means we'll be late for dinner again. This time if we go to bonus innings, Andy's buying dinner.
Ground ball to second base. Scoop up. Toss over to first for the out.
That was
Out
too
number
hard
2.
a hit ball to go as an out. Watch
Amberland now will be the batter.
Boom. That's true. Man in the truck says it's not how hard you hit it, it's where you hit it. And he's right. He's watched a lot of ball games.
I think we have a pinch hitter up here, but look how she's holding that bat.
I think that's Amber. Maybe not. I think this is number. No,
It is Amber.
That's what I thought.
It is Amber. And she had choked up all the way off the rubber part of the handle.
She had that.
And she's back down now. Oh, almost a good play there by the first baseman, just off the glove. It was a foul. Should be 0-2 now. 2 down, 0-2 is the count.
Holly Smith. Holly's only allowed 4 hits here through 4 2/3 inning for the Hampton Crabbers. She's trying to get the last out here.
Full count now, 3-2.
That young catcher for Hampton, Belvin, if it weren't for those shin guards, she'd have bruises on her legs.
Ground ball right back to Holly. Throw over to first base for the 3rd out of the inning.
Yeah, Holly fired that one over there.
Yeah, boy, she did. But the Lady Phantoms were able to push across a tying run in the inning on no hits. 1 Crabber error. So after 5 complete here at Phoebus, the score is all tied up at 2-2.
Here's how they got that tying run right here. The batter at the plate was Shaquela Jones, left-handed batter. She just pushed the ball down toward first base, allowing the base runner, Brandy Bateman, the catcher for Phoebus, to go in very easily from third base for the tying run. So on a nice, cool, brisk day in 2012, Thursday, May the 10th, we have a tie ball game between the Phoebus Phantoms and the Hampton Crabbers here at Phoebus High School.
So far, a 4-hitter by Holly Smith.
3 by Seals. Is that what you have?
Yep.
9 for 17.
Her to change 9 for 17. I don't know which team that was. But somebody has just replaced Number 17 for 9 with 9. I'm going to guess that's the batter. Number 9 is now batting for Caitlin Bellman.
So number 9 is Kashana Holman. K-A-S-H-A-N-A Holman. H-O-L-M-A-N. So Miss Holman will come to the plate here in the top of the 6th inning for her first trip to the plate. Game's all tied up 2-2.
Once again, Coach Lucas pushing the buttons, trying to get something happening here. At the screen, you can see back behind there a lot of people coming in to watch this game as they're going by. Can't help but stop when you hear all the excitement and cheers and yells. You just want to find out what's going on.
Nice cut, swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Right now, both teams are just trying to get some batters on. This tie ball game is...
Pitch is up. 3-2 now, full count.
Not something either team wants. They'll try and get runners on, and then you'll see, Mike, you'll see them stealing. You'll see them trying to hit the ball the other way.
Payoff pitch. Ground ball to the first baseman. Able to make the play. Out number 1. Well, I tell you what, they must really be teaching him some stuff in there, huh? Holly Smith now the batter with 1 out. See if she can help herself out here. 1 for 2 in the game so far. Single was stranded or thrown out at second base. There's a line drive to the shortstop, third base. Drops the ball to throw over, not in time.
Well, big boy, I'll put you on the spot there. I've written something down. You go ahead. Be brave. Do the same thing. You're not as brave as I am. Line drive right at the third baseman who just drops it.
Yes. You got to give her an error.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But Holly Smith is at the bag.
Well, I think they have the pitch runner. I think that's Tamara Williams.
Number 3 again.
Running for her, yes.
Ground ball to second. And the fielder's choice at second base for the second out. That was Malgreen.
Malgrim just had the little tapper right to short. Shortstop. Jessica Cordner fields it. Just a little flip to second base. Ashley Brown holds on to the ball there. She gets bumped as the runner slides in and falls.
Crystal Serrano, the base, ball hit down to third base. And I'm going to give her a hit on that one.
Are you really? She chose to go to second base rather than throw to first. That's the fielder's choice.
I don't think she'd have got her out at first, though.
Well, that's not ours to decide. That was up to the fielder who decided to make the choice.
The fielder's choice. Runner is safe. Here comes the lead runner coming in. Around the score is going to be Malgren. Was that a base hit? I didn't see it was.
Dominique Munn just stung that one into left field.
Down to second goes Crystal Serrano with runners at first and second. And the Crabbers take the lead now on a base hit. Next on the batter should be, let's see if it's Kayla Smith or did they re-enter?
They re-entered Serena Speller. She's back in, yes. At least by the numbers on the jersey that we can see there it is. Ooh. A nice sharp base hit by Dominique Munn. Scores Malmgren with the go-ahead run for Hampton here and puts runners at first and second as Serrano's at second.
Ground ball to second base. Toss over to first for the third out. Oops. So for the Crabbers in the top of the 6th inning, they scored 1 run on 1 hit. Looks like there was 1 error.
Correct.
And 2 left on.
Here's this hit. Look at this. Nice, sharp hit. She kept her head down, kept her eyes on, got the bat head out there quickly. And the senior, Dominique Munn, picks up the go-ahead RBI here in the 6th inning.
Yep.
So a battle back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
It's the first RBI, too, by the way.
It is.
First 2 runs were off errors. They were both unearned.
That's exactly what I have. Very good. Very good.
So as we go into the bottom of the 6th inning to play, the Crabbers out in front 3-2. Leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Phantoms, Renee Williams is the scheduled hitter.
When you said that, I thought you were going to say leading off was Renee Camden. I know. How'd she get out of the truck? There's a nice shot of the young pitcher for Hampton, Holly Smith, number 16 in your program guide. And there at the bottom of your screen, the coach for the Phoebus Phantoms, Coach Holbert, in the coaching box along third base. He's going to have to try and figure out a way to get his team a run here.
Williams is 1 for 2. Base hit scored back into 4th. Oh, a swing and a miss.
All over that one, trying to put that one out of the park.
Is the count. Bit high, 2-1.
Both these young pitchers have done a great job today. Taylor Seals for Phoebus and Holly Smith for Hampton.
Trouble down to third base, in the play, make the play and the throw. Called her out. Nice play by the third baseman. Nice play by the third baseman that time. Here's look at the replay.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Ground ball to third. Good speed coming out of the box. Here's the throw.
Yes,
Got
indeed.
Her. Got her.
Yes, sir. Good view right there.
Got her by a good half a step.
Ground ball to the first baseman, or to the pitcher, and
First.
throw to first. That was Ashley Brown, by the way, out number 2. Going to bring up the leadoff batter now, Taylor Seals.
Who's having a really good game, Mike. She's 2 for 3 and done a great job on the mound. She's thrown a 4-hitter so far, even though she's down by a score of 3-2.
You know why I did that,
Yes,
right?
I do. You know why I said that, don't you?
Yes, I do. Oh, a line drive down the third base line. That's going to be at least 2 as it goes all the way to the fence. Comes to throw in, and she does stop at second with stand-up double.
And Taylor was thinking 3 at that point. And frankly, I'm a little surprised she didn't go to third. Well, like I said, she's related to Eddie Van Ness, who was one of the better ball players in the Peninsula District over at Kecoughtan High School. Went on to a great college career and even played for the Peninsula Pilots, led them in hitting.
So Jessica Cordner now the batter.
Runs in the family.
She is 1 for 2 officially with a base with a walk. Stranded at third in the third inning, stranded at second in the fourth. So she's been on base 2 out of the 3 times she's been up. Holly Smith throwing that ball just a little bit high. 2-0's the count. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th.
Smith's going to have to be careful here because anything on the ground or off center plate, Taylor Seals is going to be heading to third base.
Pitch is high, 3-0.
Desmond Lewis on deck for the Phoebus Lady Phantoms. Should Cordner get on base.
4 straight pitches, ball 4.
You wonder if that was an intentional, unintentional, or an unintentional, intentional.
Well, Jasmine Lewis now is at the plate. She's 0 for 3. Reached base safely by error back, and in the third was stranded at second. So with runners at first and second, there are 2 down. Jasmine Lewis the batter. Swing and a miss.
Nice pitch, Halls.
I'm impressed with these young pitchers here today, Mike. Holly is out there, and she's not intimidated at all. She's bearing down.
That one's low. 1-1.
Belbin is highly intent on keeping the runner advancing to third. She's out of the box after every pitch and onto the field to make sure that nobody goes anywhere.
That one's fouled back. Right off the arm of the catcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. 2 down, very important situation right here for the Phoebus Phantoms. Runners at first and second trying to get the tying run here in the bottom of the 6th. That one's fouled back here towards the fence.
I was going to get that, but figured I'd let it go. Hope you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Clouds have gone away. The wind's still blowing, still kind of chilly, but it's a real nice, bright, sunny day.
That was fouled back over here, right at the dugout of the Hampton Crabbers.
You catch the hitch on that swing. Kind of hesitated there, and then boom.
Lewis is battling up there, making contact, fouling ball off. Fouled off another one here over towards the Crabber dugout. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Holly Smith battling the batter Lewis. There go the runners. Ball was in the dirt, and Taylor Seals will get down to third base, and Cordner follows to second. 1 bag closer to home now.
2-2 is the count. 2 out. That one's in the dirt. So now it's a full count after an 0-2 start. 3 straight balls being thrown here now. After Lewis fouled off about 3 or 4 in a row. Just hanging in there because we've got a payoff pitch coming. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners at second, third. There's a line there it is over the third baseman's head. And a run comes in to score. Seals comes in and ties the score 3-3, advancing over to third baseman Cordner as Lewis gets an RBI single.
Look how quickly this ball gets put back into the infield. The left fielder for Hampton, and it's not Stephanie Warren. There's somebody else out there for her, Mike. I'm not sure who it is. We can't see the number from here. But whoever it is in left field, picked that ball up and immediately threw it right back in, keeping the runner from third on second from scoring.
Brandy Bateman just pops the ball up to the shortstop for the final out of the 6th inning. Wow.
With 2 away in that inning, Phoebus is able to come back and manufacture a run on a solid base shot by Jasmine Lewis, her first hit of the game.
So for Phoebus in the bottom of the 6th inning to play, on 2 hits, they scored a run to tie it up at 3-3. So a run scored on 2 hits, no Hampton errors, and there was 2 left. To the 7th inning, all knotted up here at 3 apiece. Mike Hauser, along Paul Rowan, rest of the crew here at LSC, and I'll tell you what, it's gotten cool out here with that sun behind the sun. Let's look at the replay here.
Boom, smash hit in left field. Seals scores easily. The coach is holding the runner at third. And I know tomorrow he may be saying to himself, I should have sent her.
Yep. So leading off the
ball did come in very, very quickly. It was thrown to second base as it came in, but it came in quickly.
This is Tanisha Thompson, who came in back in the 5th inning. She's hitting for her 2nd time here. 0 for 1.
Let's go. Let's take the ball now.
Ground ball to third base. Picks the ball up. The throw over to first is not in time. Takes off to second. Here's the throw. Cut off by the second baseman. Oh, my.
That's all right. Shake that off. Shake that off.
E5 on the play and advancing to second base on the overthrow is Thompson.
Watch this. Here's the ball, third base. The throw goes over. It's low and goes by the first baseman. Now here's the toss to second, and the second baseman cuts it off.
Right side.
Talesia Robinson should be the batter here. There's a fly ball over the third baseman's head. Coming in to score all the way from second base is Tanisha Thompson to take the lead for the Crabbers. And with a double on the play, Talesia Robinson will get the RBI. Here's a replay. The ball went right over the third baseman's head.
And that ball just kind of died out in left field, giving her time to get to second base.
Nice play by the third baseman right there on a little bit of a blooper to make the play for the out.
We got 1 down. Let's go now.
So with 1 out, that was also Michelle Davis, by the way. And this is Caitlin Belbin back batting again, and she's re-entered after letting the pitch hitter come in back in the 6th. Oh, she bunts the ball right back to the pitcher. The throw over to first base is dropped. Got to be an E3 on the play. And going over to third base is Talesia Robinson. So with runners at the corners, there's 1 out. This is Holly Smith batting. And
she's definitely got a chance to help herself here, Mike, with runners on first and third.
Ground ball, third base. The shortstop picks it up, throws it over to first, gets the out, but coming in to score is Talesia Robinson. And that's the Crabbers' 2nd run of the inning. Advancing down to second base is Caitlin Belvin. This batter is going to be Olivia Mulgren. There's a line drive down the third baseline. Fair, all the way to left field. Coming in is Belvin to score. The Crabbers' 3rd run and going into second base is Mulgren with a double.
Mike, she poked it. I mean, she got hold of that one. And that's one of those ones that hits right there at third base and curls into left field sharply down the line for an RBI double.
Well, the Crabbers' bats have come alive here in the top of the 7th inning. That one's fouled off out of play as Crystal Serrano now is the batter. Serrano 0 for 3 on the day.
And we started this inning off with an error and then an RBI double, a pop out, another error, an RBI ground out, and then a screaming double with an RBI.
3 runs in here in the 7th inning for the Lady Crabbers. They've now taken a 6-3 lead. There's 2 outs. Another ground ball to the shortstop. Goes to make the play, and the ball falls out of the glove, so everybody is safe. That goes as an E6. Watch her as she makes the play. It's knocked right out of her glove.
Yep.
First and third, 2 down. This is going to be Dominique Munn, the first baseman for the Crabbers. She's 2 for 3 on the day. Ooh, that one hits her in the foot. But that'll load it up. And Serena Speller will now come back up and hit as she re-enters the game. A timeout is called now as the coach and staff goes out to speak with the Phantoms pitcher. And I tell you what, this has been an exciting inning right here.
It has.
Crabbers' bats have made contact with the ball, put it in play. Unfortunately for the Phantoms, a couple of errors have really hurt them.
Been a really great game up to this point, battling back and forth, super pitching. Just everything just came apart right here in this inning, and I feel bad for the young girls because they played so well up until this point.
So far, they've scored 3 runs on 2 hits and 3 errors in the inning. Again, it's Serena Speller. There's a line job over the pitcher's head safely. And 2 runners will score. So Holmgren scores, or Malgren scores. Coming in to score from second is Serrano. Over to third is Munn, and Speller ends up at second base after a base hit.
And on that one, Speller just rips it right back up the middle where it comes from. Drives the runners in, and Mike, like you said, they're just starting to hit the ball.
I'm not sure if this is Nichols back up or Thompson.
Tell you in just a minute here. It is number 5, and that is Thompson.
Thompson, so she stayed in there then. Runners at second, third, 2 out. That was fouled back. 1 and 2 now is the count. 2 down.
They've scored 3 runs in 6 innings and 5 already in this 1 inning.
And they've batted around. That was fouled straight back. Because Thompson led off the inning.
You got 1 out?
Correct. I thought there was 2 outs. There is only 1 out. There's a pop-up in the infield. Third baseman is there to make the play. Out number 2. That's going to bring up leadoff batter. Well, I guess it is the 3rd out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I forgot to mark that Holly Smith ground out RBI. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yep. All right.
Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
runs.
Count them up. 1, 2,
3 hits.
3. Count them up.
3 errors.
1, 2, 3.
And 2 left. So for the Crabbers in the top of the 7th inning, they scored 5 runs on 3 hits. There were 3 errors and 2 left on.
In that inning, a lot went on, and here is Caitlin Belbin on second base, I believe, number 17. She'll come around to score on the out. Excuse me, on the double, I believe. So Phoebus with their backs against the wall here in the bottom of the 7th inning. They've got some scoring to do if they want to keep this game moving on.
8-3 as we go into the bottom of the 8th inning. Yeah. Leading off the bottom of the 7th inning for the Phantoms, number 11. That's Shaquilla Jones. 0 for 2 in the game so far.
Quayla Jones.
And don't forget, we got to pick player of the games.
I'm looking through here now.
Ball. 2-1 is the count. Don't have a whole lot to go with on that, you know. Pitch is inside.
I like this.
Yep, she's going to make her stay. The umpire's going to make her stay there because she didn't try to get out of the way. As a matter of fact, I thought she leaned towards it. The fly ball to center field, lines right, and in there for, they've got a chance at it here.
Well, we got a single.
A base hit, trying to stretch it to 2, gets thrown out at second for the first out. And yeah, that's how you take yourself right out of the game.
Yep.
Taylor Hubbard now the batter. She's 1 for 3. Base hit back in this 7th. Thrown out trying to advance to second. Plate umpire gets hit with the ball on that one. That one hurts March a little bit. 2-0 is the count.
Got your TV time.
Pitch a little high, 3-0. Are you still looking?
Oh, no, I've got one on this trip. Checking some other stuff.
Pitches into dirt, ball 4. So Hubbard reaches base with a walk.
Plays 2.
Amber Land now the batter. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now's the time to do something with the bat. Runner at first, 1 down.
This is one of 4 freshmen on this young Phoebus Lady Phantom team.
Fly ball to right field, it's foul. Oh, and the right fielder comes in and makes the play.
Crystal Serrano, a right fielder for the Hampton Lady Crabbers, gets under that one in foul territory. And Mike, she covered some ground quickly on that.
Yes, she did. With 2 down now, that brings up Renee Williams.
And I guess if nothing goes wrong here, Mike, we should go ahead and talk about our players of the game here.
That one's high for a ball. All right, for Phoebus, you know, I think It really wasn't much of a decision with this one. Taylor Seals, the pitcher for Phoebus, not only done it on the mound, did it on the mound, but she at the plate was outstanding. 3 for 4. She had a double, scored a run, and pitched a pretty good game until a lot of the errors back in that last inning kind of hurt her. But she's the Phoebus Phantoms player of the game.
For Hampton, we had a lot of good players with some good games here. I had to look at Talasia Robinson, who came in about the 5th inning. She had the big RBI double, Mike, that gave her team the lead in the 7th inning. You also had to look at the young freshman Olivia Malmgren. She was 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and an RBI here in the 7th inning. But when it came down to it, I had to settle on the freshman pitcher, Holly Smith, who just gutted it out through this. She's pitched 2, 4, 6. They only allowed 7 hits in 7 innings. That's a hit an inning. Done a real good job for a freshman. Showed me good mound presence on the mound. So, Mike, I'm going to have to go with the young freshman, Holly Smith, the pitcher, who also had a hit and an RBI.
So Holly Smith of Hampton and Taylor Seals of the Phantoms are our players of the game here at Phoebus. Right now the score is the Hampton Crabbers 8 and the Phoebus Phantoms 3. 2 down. Pop up to the right side of the infield. Second baseman has it for the 3rd out, and that's the ball game. Final score here at Phoebus is the Lady Crabbers of Hampton 8 and the Lady Phantoms of Phoebus 3.
Please remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see this game again, you can watch it Monday, May 14th at 8 a.m. and p.m., Tuesday, May 15th, 6 a.m. and p.m., Thursday, May 17th, 7 a.m., 7 p.m., and Friday, May 18th at 8:30 a.m. and p.m. Let's watch some of the action from the inning here as we see Holly Smith on the mound. First batter laces a single into center field, but on the overthrow to first, she tries to go to second base. She hesitates, and the throw to second is there, and she is down and out, as they would say.
Never made it to the bag.
No.
Again, congratulations to our players of the games here as the Crabbers take this one 8-3. Taylor Seals of Phoebus and Holly Smith of Hampton played a well of a game today.
Really did, Mike.
And that bottom of the 7th inning was really the tailing tale of this game. After scoring 5 runs after a 3-3 tie after 6, the Lady Crabbers put it to them in the 7th, and as the Phoebus Phantoms will end their season on a down note.
Well, folks, it's Thursday, May 10th, 2012. You've been with us here at Phoebus High School for this game between the Crabbers and the Phantoms. We hope you'd enjoyed it. I'm Paul Rowe along with
Mike Hauser.
Have a good evening, everybody.
So long, everyone. The 7th inning, all knotted up here at 3 apiece. Mike Hauser along with Paul Rowe and the rest of the crew here at LSC. And I'll tell you what, it's gotten cool out here with that sun behind the sun. Let's look at the replay here.
Boom, smash hit in left field. Seals scores easily. The coach is holding the runner at third. And I know tomorrow he may be saying to himself, I should have sent her.
Yep. So leading off the
ball did come in very, very quickly. It was thrown to second base as it came in, but it came in quickly.
This is Tanisha Thompson, who came in back in the 5th inning. She's hitting for her 2nd time here. 0 for 1.
Let's go. Let's take the ball now.
Ground ball to third base. Picks the ball up. The throw over to first is not in time. Takes off to second. Here's the throw cut off by the second baseman. Oh, my.
That's all right. Shake that off. Shake that off.
E5 on the play and advancing to second base on the overthrow is Thompson.
Watch this. Here's the ball to third base. The throw goes over. It's low and goes by the first baseman. Now here's the toss to second, and the second baseman cuts it off.
Talesia Robinson should be the batter here. There's a fly ball over the third baseman's head. Coming in to score all the way from second base is Tanisha Thompson to take the lead for the Crabbers. And with a double on the play, Talesia Robinson will get the RBI. Here's a replay. The ball went right over the third baseman's head.
And that ball just kind of died out in left field, giving her time to get to second base.
Nice play by the third baseman right there on a little bit of a blooper to make the play for the out.
We got one down. Let's go now.
So with one out, that was also Michelle Davis, by the way. And this is Caitlin Belbin back batting again, and she's re-entered after letting the pitch hitter come in back in the sixth. Oh, she bunts the ball right back to the pitcher. The throw over to first base is dropped. Got to be an E3 on the play. And going over to third base is Talesia Robinson. So with runners at the corners, there's one out. This is Holly Smith batting. And
she's definitely got a chance to help herself here, Mike, with runners on first and third.
Ground ball, third base. The shortstop picks it up, throws it over to first, gets the out, but coming in to score is Talesia Robinson. And that's the Crabbers' second run of the inning. Advancing down to second base is Caitlin Belvin. This batter is going to be Olivia Mulgren. There's a line drive down the third baseline. There, all the way to left field. Coming in is Belvin to score. The Crabbers' third run and going into second base is Mulgren with a double.
Mike, she poked it. I mean, she got hold of that one. And that's one of those ones that hits right there at third base and curls into left field sharply down the line for an RBI double.
Well, the Crabbers' bats have come alive here in the top of the seventh inning. That one's fouled off out of play as Crystal Serrano now is the batter. Serrano 0 for 3 on the day.
And we started this inning off with an error and then an RBI double, a pop out, another error, an RBI ground out, and then a screaming double with an RBI.
3 runs in here in the seventh inning for the Lady Crabbers. They've now taken a 6-3 lead. There's 2 outs. Another ground ball to the shortstop. Goes to make the play, and the ball falls out of the glove, so everybody is safe. That goes as an E6. Watch her as she makes the play. It's knocked right out of her glove.
Yep.
First and third, 2 down. This is going to be Dominique Munn, the first baseman for the Crabbers. She's 2 for 3 on the day. Ooh, that one hits her in the foot. But that'll load it up. And Serena Speller will now come back up and hit as she re-enters the game. Timeout is called now as the coach and staff goes out to speak with the Phantoms pitcher. And I tell you what, this has been an exciting inning right here.
It has.
Crabbers' bats have made contact with the ball, put it in play. Unfortunately for the Phantoms, a couple of errors have really hurt them.
Been a really great game up to this point, battling back and forth, super pitching. Just everything just came apart right here in this inning, and I feel bad for the young girls because they played so well up until this point.
So far, they've scored 3 runs on 2 hits and 3 errors in the inning. Again, it's Serena Speller. There's a line job over the pitcher's head safely. And 2 runners will score. So Holmgren scores, or Malgren scores. Coming in to score from second is Serrano. Over to third is Munn, and Speller ends up at second base after a base hit.
And on that one, Speller just rips it right back up the middle where it comes from. Drives the runners in, and Mike, like you said, they're just starting to hit the ball.
I'm not sure if this is Nichols back up or Thompson.
Tell you in just a minute here. It is number 5, and that is Thompson.
Thompson, so she stayed in there then. Runners at second, third, 2 out. That was fouled back. 1 and 2 now is the count. 2 down.
They've scored 3 runs in 6 innings and 5 already in this 1 inning.
And they've batted around. That was fouled straight back. Because Thompson led off the inning.
You got 1 out?
Correct. I thought there was 2 outs. There is only 1 out. There's a pop-up in the infield. Third baseman is there to make the play. Out number 2. That's going to bring up leadoff batter. Well, I guess it is the 3rd out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I forgot to mark that Holly Smith ground out RBI. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yep. All right.
Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
runs.
Count them up. 1, 2,
3 hits.
3. Count them up.
3 errors.
1, 2, 3.
And 2 left. So for the Crabbers in the top of the 7th inning, they scored 5 runs on 3 hits. There were 3 errors and 2 left on.
In that inning, a lot went on, and here is Caitlin Belbin on second base, I believe, number 17. She'll come around to score on the out. Excuse me, on the double, I believe. So Phoebus with their backs against the wall here in the bottom of the 7th inning. They've got some scoring to do if they want to keep this game moving on.
8-3 as we go into the bottom of the 8th inning. Leading off the bottom of the 7th inning for the Phantoms, number 11. That's Shaquilla Jones. 0 for 2 in the game so far. Shaquilla Jones. So don't forget, we got to pick player of the games.
I'm looking through here now.
Ball. 2-1 is the count. Don't have a whole lot to go with on that, you know. Pitch is inside.
I like this.
Yep, she's going to make her stay. The umpire's going to make her stay there because she didn't try to get out of the way. As a matter of fact, although she leaned towards it. center field, line drive, and in there for, they've got a chance at it here.
Well, we got a single.
A base hit. Trying to stretch it to 2. Gets thrown out at second for the first out. And that's how you take yourself right out of the game.
Yep.
Taylor Hubbard now the batter. She's 1 for 3. Base hit back in this 7th. Thrown out trying to advance to second. Plate umpire gets hit with the ball on that one. That one hurts Marks a little bit. 2-0 is the count.
Got your TV time.
Pitch a little high, 3-0. Are you still looking?
Oh, no, I've got one. I'm just checking some other stuff.
Pitches into dirt, ball 4. So Hubbard reaches base with a walk.
Plays 2.
Amber Land now the batter. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now's the time to do something with the bat. Runner at first, 1 down.
This is one of 4 freshmen on this young Phoebus Lady Phantom team.
Fly ball to right field, it's foul. Oh, and the right fielder comes in and makes the play.
Crystal Serrano, a right fielder for the Hampton Lady Crabbers, gets under that one in foul territory. And Mike, she covered some ground quickly on that.
Yes, she did. With 2 down now, it brings up Renee Williams.
And I guess if nothing goes wrong here, Mike, we should go ahead and talk about our players of the game here.
That one's high for a ball. All right, for Phoebus, I think it really wasn't much of a decision with this one. Taylor Seals, the pitcher for Phoebus, not only done it on the mound, did it on the mound, but she at the plate was outstanding. 3 for 4. She had a double, scored a run, and pitched a pretty good game up till a lot of the errors back in that last inning kind of hurt her. But she's the Phoebus Phantoms player of the game.
For Hampton, we had a lot of good players with some good games here. I had to look at Talasia Robinson, who came in about the 5th inning. She had the big RBI double, Mike, that gave her team the lead in the 7th inning. You also had to look at the young freshman Olivia Malmgren. She was 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and an RBI here in the 7th inning. But when it came down to it, I had to settle on the freshman pitcher, Holly Smith, who just gutted it out through this. She's pitched 2, 4, 6. They only allowed 7 hits in 7 innings. That's a hit an inning. Done a real good job for a freshman. Showed me good mound presence on the mound. So, Mike, I'm going to have to go with the young freshman, Holly Smith, the pitcher, who also had a hit and an RBI.
So Holly Smith of Hampton and Taylor Seals of the Phantoms are our players of the game here at Phoebus. Right now the score is the Hampton Crabbers 8 and the Phoebus Phantoms 3. 2 down. Pop up to the right side of the infield. Second baseman has it for the 3rd out, and that's the ball game. Final score here at Phoebus is the Lady Crabbers of Hampton 8 and the Lady Phantoms of Phoebus 3.
Please remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see this game again, you can watch it Monday, May 14th at 8 a.m. and p.m., Tuesday, May 15th, 6 a.m. and p.m., Thursday, May 17th, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., and Friday, May 18th at 8:30 a.m. and p.m. Let's watch some of the action from the inning here as we see Holly Smith on the mound. First batter laces a single into center field, but
on the overthrow to first, she tries to go to second base. She hesitates, and the throw to second is there, and she is down and out, as they would say.
Never made it to the bag.
No.
Again, congratulations to our players of the games here as the Crabbers take this one 8-3. Taylor Seals of Phoebus and Holly Smith of Hampton played a well of a game today.
Really did, Mike.
And
they really did.
that bottom of the 7th inning was really the tailing tale of this game. After scoring 5 runs after a 3-3 tie after 6, the Lady Crabbers put it to them in the 7th, and as the Phoebus Phantoms will end their season on a down note.
Well, folks, it's Thursday, May 10th, 2012. You've been with us here at Phoebus High School for this game between the Crabbers and the Phantoms. We hope you'd enjoyed it. I'm Paul Rowe along with
Mike Hauser.
Have a good evening, everybody.
So long, everyone.